Now, these are 5 things you should never do for a woman. Yes, my guys, these things will make you to lose your power, to lose your masculinity as a man, and women will start to disrespect you. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. So the first thing you should never do for a woman in my list today is never call her or text her excessively. Yes, my guys, calling or texting a woman every time, especially when you have just met her and you are still getting to know her, this comes off as being desperate because you are like calling and texting every time. This shows a woman that you don't have any other priorities in your life. Why? Because you are overdoing communication. People need some personal space to work, some personal space to relax, or even to breathe. So your excessive calls and texts are like invading her space. I'm not saying that communication is bad. Communication is the key ingredient for any successful relationship. But when you are overly texting, overly calling, this will make her to label you as a desperate man because you are always the one who initiates the first conversation. You call first, you text first, but she doesn't reciprocate in time. Yes, my guys, this is a one-sided communication of which is not healthy into a relationship. So yes, my guys, overly calling and texting shows that you are making a lot of effort more than you are receiving. So the first thing you should never do for any woman in my list today is calling and texting excessively, because this will make a woman to take you for granted. She won't appreciate your time. She will rather take you for granted because you are being too much available, and women don't like men who are always too much available. So yes, my guys, avoid calling and texting a woman every time, especially when you are just getting to know her, because this will even make you to lose focus on your goals, on your hobbies and other responsibilities, because you are being too much available for a woman who doesn't reciprocate and appreciate your effort. So yes, my guys, no calls, no text if she doesn't reciprocate back to you. Number 2, never hide your masculinity. Yes, my guys, this is another thing you should never do for any woman, no matter how much you love her, because your masculinity is the core part about your identity, your confidence, and how you even show up in the world. So when you keep suppressing your masculinity just because you want to impress a woman, this shows how weak you are in a relationship, because real confidence comes from being yourself and not pretending to be someone else. And so hiding your masculine traits only shows that you are unsure about yourself. Yes, my guys, being masculine is not about being aggressive with a woman or even being abusive with a woman. Being masculine is all about showing a good leadership, showing calm confidence even in tough situations, and even good strength. Yes, my guys, when a woman notices your masculine side, she will deeply find that attractive, because this is what makes you a man. This is what separates you from feminine, masculine. So yes, my guys, make sure to show up with your masculinity no matter what. Set boundaries, make sure to make your own decisions, because this will save you from disrespectful women. So yes, my guys, another thing you should never do for any woman, no matter how much you love her, is to never hide your masculinity. Don't be afraid of who you are, because you are a man, and men are always tough in any situation. So this is what I mean when I say be masculine. So yes, my guys, don't hide your masculinity because of a woman. Number 3, never suppress your emotions. Yes, my guys, now this is another thing you should never do for any woman. Why? Because suppressing your emotions endangers your mental health. This damages your relationship. It even weakens your image that you expose to people out there. When you keep suppressing your emotion, you can easily be led to anxiety, depression, and even physical health problems. Yes, my guys, women appreciate and respect emotional maturity. When you are able to feel, process, and then express yourself clearly, this shows strength and emotional intelligence. But when you keep bottling your emotions, this shows that you are inauthentic. Yes, my guys, women love men who are emotional, intelligent. When you are able to say what you think and how you want it to be done, this will make a woman to respect you. But when you don't talk, when you don't express your emotions, when you don't say how you feel, this makes you weak just in the name of keeping peace. If you keep suppressing your emotion just because you want to avoid conflict, then this shows how weak you are. So yes, my guys, another thing you should never do for a woman, regardless of how much you love her, is never suppress your emotions. Number 4, never let her to harm your mental health. Yes, my guys. Now, this is another thing you should never do for a woman. Never allow her to destroy your mental health, because your mental health affects a big area in your life. Just imagine when your mind is in chaos. Just know that your work, your hobbies, other responsibilities will suffer the most. A good, healthy relationship should be able to build you and not to break you, not to break you down emotionally. Yes, my guys. So when you are in a relationship with a woman who keeps disrespecting you, she keeps draining down your energy, then she will eventually harm your mental health. Yes, my guys, you deserve someone that gives you encouragement, someone that uplifts you, not someone who always bring down your mood. Yes, my guys, you should rather teach her how to treat you. For instance, if a woman does something that doesn't sit well with you in a relationship, don't just be quiet suppressing your emotions. Just don't be afraid to call her out on a bad behavior. Don't be afraid to call her out when she is being disrespectful. You are the king of the relationship. So yes, my guys, never let a woman to harm your mental health, because this will affect a big area of your life. Yes, my guys. Number 5, never rush into commitments. Yes, my guys. Now, this is another thing you should never do for any woman, regardless of how much you love her. Never rush into commitment, because good things always takes time, a lot of time, to know someone's character, someone's values, and even patterns. And some women might try to show their best early on, but who is time? Time will always reveal who they truly are. Yes, my guys, you can be attracted to a woman, build a very comfortable bond with her, but if you are not compatible for the long-term goals, your relationship with her won't work out. Why? Because you never took your time to get to know her on a deeper level. You never ran a background check, so you will not always have the same goals for the long-term future. Yes, my guys, never ignore the red flags, and this is why you should never rush into commitments without getting to know her. Guys, the worst part about it all, if you rush into commitment, is that you will get attached. Especially if you really love her, you will get attached, which can easily lead you to being overly available, being overly trusting, because why? You are afraid of losing them. So yes, my guys, don't rush into commitments without getting to know a woman on a deeper level, because women come into your life with a purpose. The moment she come into your life, she always has intentions. So if you want to know whether she has good or bad intentions, it's very important to run a background check and get to be familiar with her before you can fully commit yourself into the relationship. So yes, my guys, another thing you should never do for a woman is to never rush into commitments, especially if you are getting to know her and you want someone that you can build a future with. It's good to take your time, because this is someone that you want for the future, someone that you want for the long run. So it's good to get to know her first before committing yourself into the relationship. So yes, my guys, these are the 5 things that you should never do for any woman, regardless of how much you love her. So yes, my guys, subscribe to that channel and see you next time in the next video.